YouTube family, what's good? What's good? Yo, YouTube family, have a seat, grab some coffee, grab you a drink. I want to talk. Let's talk. All right. So I don't know if you guys saw my video a few months back where I was in Whidbey Island, Washington, driving down the street. It was April 1st. I'll never forget. I recorded it. If y'all didn't see it, check my previous recordings. I recorded it to where the street lights were purple, right? And I was like, what the hell's going on here? How do we got purple lights? What's going on, right? Did a little bit of research, saw that this company called Duke Energy out of North Carolina, right? They supplied the U.S. with nothing but these light bulbs that go from white to blue to purple, or from white to like a what's that blue? Like an indigo, right? Like an indigo color. Right, but these we got some violet colored lights right here, almost like UV lights, like black lights type. It's crazy, right? And says that Duke Energy. You got one in 2022, February 23rd, 2022, roughly 2 months before I saw it on Whidbey Island, Washington State. Right, that's all the way on the West Coast. Then it says right here, Duke Energy working to identify thousands of defective purple LED streetlights, March 24th, 2021, right? Okay. Outdoor lighting, FAQ streetlights, area light lamp, blah, blah, blah. Why are North Carolina streetlights purple or blue? Duke Energy answers. Whatever, we kind of discussed that in previous videos. That was January 23rd. Here's why you're seeing purple streetlights around the Greensboro area, right? Why are the purple? And that was April 22nd last year, right? Or rather, April 10th, 2022, right? Last year. Why are there purple, blue streetlights, Charlotte, so on, so forth. You get the point, right? Okay, so usually when a company, for example, Delta Airlines, right? If they crashed 4 planes, or if they crashed 1 plane in the month of March, their stock might drop. If they crash 2 planes in the month of March, their stock might drop tremendously and a couple of people would get fired. If they drop 3 planes, now that's a serious problem. Delta Airlines, a lot of people going to probably walk to Zimbabwe before they consider taking Delta Airlines, right? Duke Energy understands that they made a mess up. Okay, I could understand a mess up, and I could understand if you want to make right by the people and correct the problems, as you so mentioned. Yeah, if you find purple streetlights around here, we'd like to fix it. You know, I'm basically paraphrasing for what Duke Energy had mentioned. They said we will come in to replace your streetlights. Saying, in other words, we're going to replace it from purple to what it normally was, white, or that yellow-white color. This is what I've discovered. Now check this out. So I looked on Google, and I'm looking at a 5-year trend of Duke Energy, right? Okay, Duke Energy. The pandemic wasn't here yet. March 2019, April, May, June, July, August. People are starting to hear about this sickness in the street, right? And then October, some people might have heard about some flu. People getting sick. November 29th, December, $86. Right? $90, December 3rd, 2019. The pandemic, people are starting to hear of some sickness. People are getting sick. People are starting to hear about it. The war in Ukraine and everything else, right? No. Not February. No. War in Ukraine was a year later. Excuse me. Scratch that part. All right? March. Now people are really starting to hear about some sickness. People are getting sick. All this crazy stuff is happening. What's going on? People are inside the house. People are starting to get inside the house. We're moving. We're past spring 2020, right? Look at these dudes' stock. Look at this. Look at this. Goes from $68. It increases $13, $14, right? Okay. It goes through it goes sideways for a bit, but then it increases again. Look at that. Boom, it's above the cloud. It's riding above the cloud. $91, $90, a $23, $22 increase in their stock, right? So the shareholders are happy. But these dudes fucked up, remember? A year later, look at these dudes. They up $17, roughly. $17 and climbing. Look at this. And this is how they get rewarded. $106. August, a year and a half later, roughly. This is where they're at. This is where they're at a year and a half later. You know what I'm saying? $38 heavy. $38 heavy. Look at these dudes. Look at this. Look at this. And then they peak it off at roughly 115 bucks. 115 bucks. 2 years. 2 years later, they increase from $68 to $115. Around that time, April 8th is when, April 1st is when I discovered the purple street lights in Whidbey Island, right? The April 1st was the first time I explored that, I encountered that, and then I went ahead and then I posted y'all the video. I showed y'all, I was like, hey, this is strange. Something ain't right. Yo, we got short memories. These dudes is getting paid for a fuck up. Apparently, when you fuck up, you get fucking rewarded. It doesn't make a drop of fucking sense. Well, actually, I take that back. In this country we live in this world we live in this crooked ass place we live in with these crooked ass people at the top, it makes perfect fucking sense. This is how evil get by, man. This is how evil prospers. Look at this. $113. Meanwhile, they fucking up, right? They fucking up so much, these dudes are heavy. Look at all this money they making. That's a 5-year trend. 5-year trend, we're talking about the last 3 years with Duke Energy Corporation. Meanwhile, us people, right? Us True Earth, and yes, it does have a connection with the True Earth because we understand and we see the forest for the trees. Now, I'm not trying to take this on like saying, hey, see, you're stupid if you don't believe in the True Earth. You're stupid if you don't think like we do. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, hey, look, take a look, see, at what it is we see and what it is a lot of folks that believe in the globe do not see, right? We see the forest for the trees. We understand these tricks, man, and they heavy. The people at the top, the people that lie, and the people that rely on folks to accept their words as gospel, we understand the deception. We may not know it fully, and that's okay. We know we don't know everything, but we understand we as American people, we as a globe are being deceived. Now, look, here's the thing. I live in America, right? And I lived on both coasts within the last year. I lived on Washington State, went all the way back to New York City, right? I lived on both coasts. This problem isn't relegated strictly to the East Coast. This has gone from East Coast all the way to the other shore, to the West Coast, to the Pacific Northwest specifically, because I didn't go down to California, so I can't talk for the Californians, but I could talk for those in Washington State. And if you've never been to Whidbey Island, let me tell you, Whidbey Island is part of the San Juan Islands in an archipelago in the Pacific Northwest, right next to freaking Vancouver, Washington. It's up there and it's tucked away from the rest of the world. It is secluded. And these fucked up bulbs from Duke Energy still managed to make its fucking way there. Y'all don't think that's a goddamn problem? These fools still get fucking rewarded for their fuck up. I can't do that. You can't do that. If any of us did that shit at work, we would be immediately fired. Instead, these guys got rewarded. That is a problem. That's a problem. So when you tell people, hey, something ain't right with these purple lights, they look at you like you crazy. We the same ones that said, hey, something ain't right. They trying to give you a bag of herb for you to turn around and get this jab in your arm. Remember that? Remember that? Blunts for jabs? I remember that. I didn't forget that. They turn around in Europe. They're trying to give you a prostitute just so you could get the jab. Remember that shit? No? Well, they did it in the goddamn Netherlands. They did it in Europe. They tried to, see, I find it funny. I find it amazing that something that's supposed to ruin your lungs, they're going to go ahead and ruin your lungs even more with a bag of herb. No, good and damn well, you probably ain't going to make some butter cookies with them. You're going to smoke that shit instead. They know you're going to smoke it. So they're trying to give you an quote unquote incentive for damn blunts for jabs, a hamburger for you to get the damn jab. a prostitute for you to get the jab. All of this was during that time period while people were mass getting in line like a bunch of damn sheep to go get these fucking jabs. But I'll tell you what, I give people of the True Earth community a big round of applause. Big, giant round of applause. Because y'all saw the deception way before anybody else. For those of y'all that got the jab and are suffering, I'm sorry for you. Many of us might know somebody that died after getting the jab shortly thereafter. You've got a movie out that I went ahead and I dropped in my description box called Died Suddenly. Yes, it is a real phenomena. People, young people, unlike any other time in our history, unless you want to include the dang Middle Ages, the Black Plague or something like that. No people have died like this ever. But during this time frame, during this time period, Duke Energy's fucking up, putting these purple streetlights. We don't even we can speculate all day. We really don't know why. These dudes ain't trying to fix nothing. But instead they get rewarded for their fuck up. It makes no fucking sense. Make it make sense for me. Please, YouTube family. Help me to try and understand how these dudes can make so much money in such a short amount of time based on an error. A nationwide error at that. A nationwide error. Make it make sense for me, please. I don't know if they do it in Korea. I don't know if they do it in China. I don't know if they doing it in Zimbabwe, Haiti, Jamaica. I don't know because I don't live there. I live here in America. So what the fuck is really going on with this goddamn shot? Somebody tell me. Anyway, YouTube family, that's all I got. Yo, it's crazy because it's like, yo, people got short fucking memories, man. People have short memories. Nobody's gonna is anybody gonna hold these people accountable for their fuck up? How do you go from white streetlights to purple streetlights and say, oh, it's you come out both sides of your face? You say two things. One of the things they said is, oh, we messed up. That's one. Another thing they said is, oh, actually, you save more energy, which is a total fucking lie. It's a total fucking lie because your wavelengths are much shorter compared to something like red light. It's a total lie, right? Or even yellow light. It's a shorter wavelength. So these dudes are using more energy making these things, whether it's an LED or not, they're putting out more energy. It's more energy. Or more, I guess you could say kilowatt power, whatever. It's more energy, more power that they're putting out to make these fucking lights. So that's an absolute lie. Longer wavelengths on the left side of the damn color spectrum. The wavelengths are longer, so you can see it further distances. This is why the back of cars have red lights on them. That's part of why. Because you could see a lot farther when a car's driving and they decide they want to brake. Those red lights activate, and then you could see them a lot further. It is more of a wavelength thing. So they are lying, but they're getting rewarded for it. I don't know. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on my ego. I'm not perfect, man. I wake up in the morning. Yo, I'm not perfect. I fuck up. I'm built to err. I'm human. I get it. I understand that. But I'm cognizant of it. I wake up in the morning. Yo, sometimes I wake up and I fuck up. I don't know. Know what I'm saying? YouTube family, help me to understand this shit. Help me to understand this. Because we got a short freaking memory. I'm not done. I know I'm on my soapbox right now, but I'm not done. Y'all see this right here? I know y'all might think I'm bouncing all over the place, but just bear with me. Y'all see this right here? This is the USS New York, right? Damn coastal boat from the US Navy. Do y'all know what the front part or the bow of that ship is made of? If you don't know, let me refresh your memory. It's made of a crime scene. You know what that crime scene was? One of the World Trade Centers coming down. Can y'all believe that? The front of that thing is made from the towers of the World Trade Centers. Y'all don't have a problem with that? We take something from what's quote unquote a crime scene. We go ahead, we send it to the foundry, we repurpose the metal, and we turn it into a ship. We turn it into a boat or part of a boat. And nobody seems to remember that. But us flat earth people are conspiracy theorists. Us flat earth people are stupid. Us flat earth people, if the earth was flat, they would have had cats knocking stuff over. Us flat earth people, we don't know what the hell's going on. But here's the thing. Us flat earth people have long memories. We don't forget. We don't forget when we're being fucked with. We don't forget when we're being lied to. We don't forget the people that are lying to us. We don't forget. But at the same time, we're man enough, we're woman enough to have the balls to know when we're wrong. We're woman and man enough to know, hey, you know what? I know I don't have all the answers. I know I don't understand it all. I know that. But when we on a lie, we recognize a lie when we see one. We recognize when we get fucked with, when we get fucked with. Like we can see through the bullshit. What I find amazing is that these things tend to happen all the fucking time in front of everybody's face. But the vast majority of us have short fucking attention spans and very short memories. Man, I'm a ride out, man. YouTube family, that's all I got. Y'all be encouraged.